What you're about to see is a woman driven to desperation due to latex allergy. My hair will be available for sale. You can email me at leannashair@hotmail.com. That's LEANNASHAIR at hotmail.com. This is my dear husband who has graciously agreed to chop off my hair and then to give a buzz cut to me. The reason that my husband is giving myself this really super incredibly dramatic haircut is due to latex allergy. Latex allergy is something that more people have than, quite frankly, realize it. When it gets to the point where you go into anaphylaxis to the severe point, that's the point that I'm at, obviously. Well, at this point, I'm allergic to everything. There literally is not one shampoo on the face of the earth that I could find anyways that does not give me hives. I'm in hives. I have hives right now. Feels real good. And the one shampoo that I did use today to wash my hair actually was formulated by a person on Etsy. I've tried all the natural formulas. They either contain xanthan gum or aloe, which are both crosses for latex. I guess I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit more about latex allergy and my experience while I'm getting my hair cut. Once again, I will mention, and this is the last time that I'll mention, that you can buy my hair. It is virgin hair. I have donated my hair so many times over the years since I was 14 or so that I literally can't count. This is the first time that my hair is actually going to be for sale. So, oh wow. I've never had my hair shorter than right here, by the way, and that was a charity cut. Now, the last time I had my hair cut was at least a few years ago, and I got it cut right about here. And that's as short as I've ever gone. So, that's mostly about my hair. Obviously, today I did shampoo my hair. I conditioned it with apple cider vinegar because that's the only thing that I can find that I can use to condition my hair with that doesn't leave me in hives or rash or going into anaphylactic shock. Fortunately, I'm one of the lucky ones I haven't had to use my EpiPen yet. I really don't want to, because once you use your EpiPen, you have to go to the emergency room. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise it's not safe. You could go back into anaphylactic shock. The EpiPen is just a temporary solution. Obviously, I'm not attached to my hair, although I have had long hair all of my life. So, this is certainly going to be a different look for me. But once again, latex allergy, ever since I've come down with it, or really ever since it's gone airborne, when I reacted to a rubber hose across the room from me in my own living room. That was the only different thing in the room, so I know that's what it was. Ever since then, I've become allergic to everything. More foods. I literally can't walk into a store except for one Mennonite store near me, and I still have to completely cover my skin and wear a mask and nitrile gloves when I come here. So, pretty much become a recluse. Not willingly. Praise God for some of the people that are online that have already gone through what I am going through as far as latex allergy goes. Now, I don't know of any of them that have cut their hair like I have. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, we're all different. We all have different tolerances to different things. We all react differently, and we all, quite frankly, everything's different. And that's one of the problems when it comes to getting diagnosed with latex allergy. Personally, when I was working in childcare is when I was diagnosed initially with latex allergy. I used latex gloves working with children, obviously potting, diapering, that sort of thing. But it wasn't an extensive sort of thing. That's okay. Obviously, I made a mistake doing my pigtails in the back. But when I was diagnosed with this, it was just contact dermatitis. My hands were red, itchy, scaly rashes. They were miserable, rancid, but I was told that as long as I put in my medical file that I was allergic to latex and I avoided the obvious blowing up a latex balloon or latex condoms. There's a couple connected ponytails. And as long as I stopped using latex gloves, then basically I'd be fine. Well, fast forward maybe, let's say 4 years or so. This February, I developed, and I'll be graphic here, I developed nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea every day. The doctors couldn't figure out what it was. It got to the point where I had so many tests, the doctors didn't know what to do. I referred myself to Mayo Clinic. We were there for 2 stinking weeks full of grueling tests that you do not want to know about. Despite all the testing, I left Mayo Clinic without one stupid answer at all. A week or 2 after coming back from Mayo Clinic, that's when I had my first anaphylactic episode. So I got online, started asking questions, doing research, and that's when I realized it was latex allergy this whole time. Evidently, latex allergy, the exposure to latex over and over and over, that's basically, and I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor here, but in my personal case, it was causing these gastrointestinal problems that had no apparent reason. And the best of the best in the medical community, come on, Mayo Clinic, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. There's another one. Holy cow, my hair's really short. Okay, and it's gonna go shorter, by the way. What else can I tell you? That one reason to buy my hair. Sorry, I didn't mean to mention that. Well, quite frankly, latex allergy is not cheap. We've had to replace a lot of our furniture because pressed wood and particle board have latex in them, or latex-like proteins. I have to avoid poinsettias like the devil because they are a latex-producing plant. Have to avoid rubber wood. Quite frankly, rubber equals latex. If it's rubber, it's latex. That means if I walk outside in the street, probably going to start sneezing at least. And I wouldn't even want to know what would happen if I touched the road or a tire. Even when I drive in the car, gotta wear a mask and gloves because there's all sorts of rubber and latex inside cars too. Another ponytail. My clothes, it's in clothing in elastic, and unfortunately the company that owned Lycra, which used to be safe, evidently sold it, so we don't really know if Lycra is safe anymore for those with latex allergies. So there goes most of my wardrobe. If you're a woman, go look in your wardrobe. Almost everything has elastic, spandex, elastine, or Lycra in it. Seriously, go look. You would not believe how much you have to get rid of. Now, here's the kicker about the latex allergy. Regardless of whether you're paying attention to my hair or not, here's the take home. It's preventable. Stay away from latex. If you go to a doctor's office, request latex free. If you have to be in childcare, don't use latex gloves. Use nitrile. The prices really aren't that different. Now, as far as everything else goes, avoid latex condoms, the yellow latex gloves that you use to clean with. There's other alternatives. Me? I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia when I was 14, and that's a lot of hair. So I was in and out of a lot of doctor's offices, but not to the extent that a lot of people have them. So if you have medical problems, if you've worked in childcare, if you've been around latex, you need to really stop and think. Protect yourself now, before it's too late, before you end up like me, having to cut your hair off because there literally isn't one product under the sun that you can use on your hair. Now, I'll be quiet.
half inch. I hope this doesn't turn. Lean back. So there we go.
Feels so weird.
This is crazy looking. Going out to the side. Alright. Look. There we go. All the stuff out of your eye.
It actually feels kind of good once you get used to it.
Yeah, right. Cut my hair. Just to let it relax and give me a massage. I'm going to ask you to scoot to your right about 3 inches. Cool. Good. Yeah. looking for my scissors. Where did I put them? I don't know if this is recording.
Yes.
I'm not a professional hairdresser. Do not get that up in here.
Don't try this at home.
Let me go over it one more time. Just make sure we're there. I'm gonna shake off any before I do any like fine tuning.
Hold on just a second. Can you turn that off for a second?
Yeah.
Oh my word, wow. Okay, so I sort of feel like I look like a boy now, but this is what happens when you're around latex. This is the face and the scalp and the hair or lack thereof of latex allergy. If you have any questions, if you think you might have latex allergy, you do have latex allergy and want some ideas on products and that sort of thing, well, that's pretty much what I've been doing for the past 3 months. Try to figure out what I can use. So please feel free to email me at Leanna's Hair, that's LEANNAS Hair, HAAR, at hotmail.com.